Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are swatching Ethereal Lacquer's long-awaited Fruity Juicy collection, part 2. This collection will release on July 29th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll have all the sales info for you down below, and if you enjoy live swatches, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We're starting with the base coat that I'm using for this video, and the swatches is KB Shimmers Feeling Groovy because I have ridges, and KB Shimmers Clearly on Top because it's a quick dry top coat and it works pretty well for me. Our first polish is Cloudberry. This one is described as a bright orange red base full of red, pink, orange, to green shifting shimmer polish. It is $13, and I have to admit, this collection was full of favorites for me, so it's gonna be pretty hard to narrow them down, but I do have some that emerged on top. This is one of them. Goodness gracious, it's really bright, it's beautiful, it's vibrant, and from a distance it looks red, except for it's not. It's orange. And I can definitely be down with that because I enjoyed the shimmers. Usually I shy away from these shades if they're not shimmery. Next up is Blueberry. This one is a deep blue base with an intense blue to purple shifting shimmer for $13. So again, we've got another one of these gorgeous shimmery polishes. If you have ever purchased an Ethereal Lacquer polish, you know how great the formula is, and I absolutely love the way the brush kind of just tucks right into my cuticle area, allowing for me to get much closer than I normally would even dare to try. So on top of being very beautifully opaque, this polish is also so smooth for the application. I absolutely love it. And as always with highly pigmented polishes, make sure you wear a base coat. I didn't see any staining, but I like to always give that caution out there, especially when I'm dealing with darker shades. Speaking of dark, we've got Dark Berry here, a rich, cool-toned blackberry base with a bright pink to orange shimmer for $13. And that pink to orange, you can totally see it in the bottle right there at the bottom. And then again in bright lights, in lower lights, that purple, just the blackberry, really just takes over, but I end up getting purple out of this with some shimmery highlights, and I definitely am on board for that because I'm always down for a purple. I just feel like it's one of those colors that I can't say no to, and every variation is accepted in my book. So here we are with a second coat. I like to apply my first coat a little further from my cuticle and then just go in a little bit better with my second coat, especially when I've got a great brush like that. And here we are with Dreamberry. This one is a bright marine blue, full of red, copper to green shimmer. This one is $13, and again, I have nothing bad to say about any of these. I've always been a fan of the formulas from Ethereal, but it's even more exciting to see these really vibrant, super opaque shimmers that just apply like a dream, if you'll pardon me repeating the name of the polish. And I just enjoyed the fact that like 2 coats in, I've got my full opacity. Now, part of that could be because I'm wearing a rich filling base coat, but it wouldn't make that much of a difference. So here we are with the side by side. I did go ahead and throw some top coat on there so that you could see the shimmers with the shine. And then because I have often seen matte swatches, and they have absolutely made my life. I decided to go ahead and pull out a matte top coat so that we could see what it looks like if it's mattified. So here we are with KB shimmers. I think it's called OMAD. We'll find out because I always try to look at the bottom of the bottle if I'm not sure during the video. So yeah, it's OMAD. So I went ahead, applied this, and gave it about a good 5 to 7 minutes before I started seeing it mattify. And now we have the matte top coat, so that if you are a fan of wearing your polishes in matte, you get to see how the shimmers react without the shine. And personally, I adored it both ways. So I would totally wear some of these in the fall and winter months with a matte top coat because it just looks like so satiny, like it would be fun to touch. And now we are moving on to our next set of polishes. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and leave me a like. Don't forget to share and let me know if you are going to be picking up any of these beauties. So I did say earlier that I had a few favorites out of this collection. Lychee is one of them. It's a softly pink tinted base with an opaque pink to orange shifting shimmer. It can be worn as a topper or as alone. I went ahead and wore it alone. It is $14, and I kid you not, I enjoyed every coat of polish. It just went on super smoothly, and I felt like it was super pretty and delicate. Next up is Grape Pop, a deepened grape base with bubbly holographic flakes for $12.50. This one, I know you all can see like just how those holographic flakes are just showing up really good in that side view of the bottle. This polish, put it in the sunlight. I just want to say that up front for anyone who is wondering, please, 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 if you're going out and you're going to be out all day, give this one a try in the sunlight. It is even more magnificent than it is in regular indoor lighting. I was just applying it and I loved it. I got to see all the colors, and my camera was like, let's just go with the glow. Let's just stick with the glow. But in that previous picture that I showed you, I actually saw some light coming through my shades and I wanted to be spontaneous and fun. So I took a picture, and I can tell you right now, pictures are not going to do this one justice. It is even more magnificent in person. So speaking of magnificent in person, this is Pink Pineapple. This one is described as a bright pink linear holographic with pink to orange shifting shimmer for $13. It as well, it's just like sunshine, close-ups, any way you want to try it. The hollow is beautiful in this polish, and I am partial to the shade. I also wanted to just say really quick that the formula isn't just smooth for this polish, and all of the polishes in this collection, they're also really easy to remove. There are no glitters, nothing to stick to your nail. I also didn't find myself dealing with runoff into my cuticles unless I overfilled the brush, and I also didn't have any problems working with the formula. It dried pretty quickly, and quickly meaning it dried in enough time for me to continuously apply nail polish after I finished my thumb on the same hand. So that brings us to my top of my favorites. This one is Kiwi, and I'm pretty sure you already know why it landed that spot. Kiwi is a kiwi green linear holographic with a gold to lime shimmer for $13. I personally just noticed the hollow. The hollow and the shade of the base of the polish just worked so beautifully together. I know that usually my camera is pretty shady towards hollows, but it couldn't hide the hollow in this polish. And that was just like the first coat. I'm still gonna do another coat, which that would be one of the other things I wanted to bring up about this collection. I really didn't necessarily need my second coat each time, but I still did it because it was just easy and it intensified the effects. So here we are with a glossy top coat side by side of the last four polishes I've swatched. I am seeing the sparkle in Grape Pop. I'm seeing the hollow and both pink pineapple and kiwi, which makes me very happy, and the shimmer in lychee. So I could have done this side by side finger dance all day and would never have gotten bored of it. But since I did matte for the other polishes, I also wanted to go ahead and follow suit by showing you these in matte. And weirdly enough, the matte was not able to hide any of the hollow in pink pineapple or kiwi. So I might give it a try. I might wear some matte hollows. And as a special surprise from this collection, we have some creams and I'm excited to show them to you. First one up is Pink Grapefruit. This one is a bright neutral pink cream with a smooth, shiny formula for $10. All the creams are going to be $10 and totally worth it in my opinion because I like to pair my creams with my hollows and my like indie finishes. So for Pink Grapefruit, it would be Pink Grapefruit and Pink Pineapple. I feel like they would go incredibly well together and I really want to wear them right now, but I actually feel that way about like every polish in this collection. I feel like they all pair very well, creating a cohesive color story that allows you to mix and match. That's one of my favorite things about any collection. If I feel like it's not very cohesive, it kind of takes some of the wind out of my sails. Next up is Blueberry Smoothie. This one is a soft ocean blue cream with a smooth, shiny formula for $10. Again, I think it was a given that I would adore this polish given my obsession with blues this summer. I could not get enough of it. It's just bright, it's vibrant, it's elevated, and it finishes so smooth and shiny that I would swear it had a built-in top coat because it's just that good. And it just is more proof that Ethereal can do no wrong as far as polish formulas go. I haven't ran into any that I have not liked or was not willing to rave about. Speaking of, here was a surprise for me. This one is, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Please correct me down below if I'm not. This one is Calamansi. It is a yellow orange cream with a smooth and shiny formula for $10. This one was my shocker because I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's yellow. Wait, is that orange? Yellow, orange, orange, yellow. I couldn't quite make up my mind because I never read descriptions before I swatch polishes. I always read them after to see what I can pick up on personally. This one threw me for a loop because it was just that perfect warm in between yellow and orange that I would gladly wear, but it was light and pale enough to work for the summer. So like just I don't know. And speaking of those favorites again, last time it was Kiwi, this time it is Honeydew. Can you tell there's a shift in the air from blue to green. This one is a pastel cool green cream with a smooth and shiny formula for $10. And I kid you not, it's just so pretty to me. I think I am falling for greens, so I guess it's gonna be a green fall because we're like right in the middle of summer and I already see myself being pulled in the direction of greens. I did overwork that first coat, so I was hoping that the second coat would make up for it, and it totally did, giving me full flawless coverage in 2 coats, just like all of its siblings. So here we are with the final side by side. I neglected to give this a top coat because I wanted you to see how shiny it comes off before you can even put on anything to make it shiny. That's a huge plus, especially if you're rushing right out the door and you don't think you are going to smudge. And since I gave all of the others a matte top coat, I had to show you these in matte, and I love that it did not diminish the vibrancy one bit. They are just as pretty and just as fun. I can't wait to hear what you all have to say about these. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And thank you all for your time. If you're part of my nail fam, I'm sending out virtual hugs. I adore you all so much. Thank you for your time and for all of the things that you do. I appreciate you. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hanging out with us. Make sure you do purchase these in pre-order. I don't know if they're going to be restocked, and if they are restocked, they're usually in limited quantities. That's just a little, hopefully helpful tip. So take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.